I feel like having a work-life balance and just balancing being productive with moments of calm and rest and peacefulness is so important, but often really hard to do because I think we live in a world that prioritizes or tells us to prioritize work and makes us feel like we have to sort of make every moment of our day something that we can capitalize off. And I think it's so important to find a balance between those two aspects of life. But lately I've been noticing work taking up more space in my life, and as a result I've kind of felt a bit burnt out in moments and out of touch with the living aspect of life. That part of life that feels light and playful and joyous, almost childlike. I think that having a journaling practice and being self-aware and reflecting definitely helps and makes me realize when I fall into moments where I start to feel burnt out. Things like taking my morning slow before work, going for walks and exercising, and having calm evening routines are things that really help me maintain that balance even through busy periods where I have to sort of prioritize productivity more. I think it's all about being intentional with the time we have outside of work and taking control of those moments and utilizing them to bring you peace and calm. Something I've also been reminding myself of lately through this kind of busy period in my life is that things move in seasons and cycles in life, and it's not all the time that you're going to be in this state of perfect equilibrium. And sometimes work might have to take more of a priority in your life so that you can reap the harvest later and have a season of more calm and more chill and just doing things for pure enjoyment. I think it's a push and pull always with everything in life, and I don't think that there's a perfect answer to finding the perfect balance. It's all about, trial and error and trying different things and not pushing guilt onto yourself in any way, and just noticing things and readjusting always. And so I hope that you enjoy this vlog as I try and find that balance. It is Sunday morning. I've come for a walk, but I've just walked for 100 meters and decided to take a seat on the grass because, I don't know, I was walking and I was like, I need to take a seat for a moment. I don't know. But I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm feeling kind of stressed because I have just a lot of work that I'm trying to get done at the moment. I don't know, I feel myself starting to take things really seriously, and I felt myself getting very stuck into work and feeling a sense of urgency around things and just feeling a bit stressed. And I was like, we need to go for a walk. I think I'm just lacking a sense of play in my life at the moment. I feel like play is honestly so important, and just having a sense of wonder and curiosity and seeing things through a childlike lens. And I think that when we grow up, when we become adults, we kind of lose that, and things can become really serious and heavy, and just everything's so important, and it can become stressful when everything is so important, because really and truly is it. And I feel like I'm just realizing that this morning, and that's why I've come out for a walk, because I feel like whenever I come for a walk, I just walk around and I look at things, and it does bring me back to a kind of sense of curiosity. I'm just looking at the grass and looking at the trees, wow. And I brought my book, this book is called Gathering Moss by Robin Wall Kimmerer, and it's all about moss, and I find it super interesting. It just it makes me look at things closely and be like, wow, there's really a whole ecosystem in this patch of moss that I didn't know anything about, and now I do. And it's just it opens my mind a lot. I never want to lose that. I want to be old and be playful and curious and childlike, because that is such a beautiful quality of life, I think, and such a beautiful quality in people when they can be playful and not take themselves so seriously. I don't know, seriousness, it has a time and a place, but not all the time. We have to take our foot off the gas sometimes, because it's not all that deep, really. In saying that, I do have a lot of work that I need to get done today and tomorrow, and just in general at the moment. So this vlog is gonna be keeping me accountable for A, getting work done, but B, finding moments to unplug and decompress and stay in touch with that playful quality of myself. I was listening to a podcast the other day on, I think the topic was something about how the benefits of being in nature and like how it can improve our mental health and our well-being, etc. And one thing that she said that really stuck out to me was she said that when we go outside in nature like subtly demands our attention. And I thought that was so beautiful, because it does. Like whenever I go out on a walk, you're like looking around at things. I'm listening to the birds tweeting. I'm looking at this tree. I'm looking around, but like there's things that are demanding my attention, but like in a really subtle, gentle way. It's not like forcefully saying like, look at this, like so much in life is like our phones, social media, everything is like screaming at us, wanting to get our attention. Whereas when you go outside into nature, it's just like, hey, look at this, I'm really cool, want to see this? And you're just like, wow. So anyway, let's continue this walk. I've been sat down here, I've made 100 meters of this walk, so let's continue. We have distance to cover. Also, another thing, sorry, I feel like I get so many thoughts when I'm walking, there's something about it, but I feel like it's so important to take inventory of just like all the good things and all the things that are going well in your life, even the things that aren't, if you can like learn lessons from them, but just like to take a minute and just take inventory and be like, wait a minute, we're here, we did this. For how I'm feeling right now, I feel myself like sort of always moving forwards and always trying to get to something else and reach a new destination, reach higher heights. But I feel like it's important to stop and be like, wait a minute, like, yeah, I've got new goals and I want to reach new heights, but we're here, we have arrived in a sense. Like, I had all these goals and I've actually reached them. Like, yeah, we've got new ones now, but that doesn't discredit how far we've come and like the heights we've reached. That's the thing in life. I feel like there's always higher heights and there's always more we can do, further we can go. And I also think that's part of the beauty of life. Like, that's something that just gives human beings drive, I think. For me anyway, that trying to strive for something else, trying to reach new goals, gives me a lot of optimism and hope and excitement. And I think that fuels my day-to-day life, just like the general excitement I have for the future. Even if it's small things, like you're doing things, you're going places. And that's lovely. It's beautiful. So let's take inventory, Cameron. What are we taking inventory for right now? For example, a year and a half ago, I was in a relationship that I was unhappy with, and I was unhappy myself, even though I really didn't realize how unhappy I was in the moment. In retrospect, I was very unhappy, and all I wanted was to move back to Byron, because I was living in Sydney at the time. All I wanted was to move back to Byron, to be single, and to live basically the life I'm living now. And I used to just, I remember at night I'd go to bed and I'd close my eyes, and that time between when you go to bed and when you actually fall asleep, I just lie there literally just dreaming and visualizing the life I have now. Like, I'd be picturing what my bedroom was going to look like, picturing what I was going to do in my day-to-day life, picturing the job I wanted, and I'm here, I've arrived. Like, I don't know, but right now I'm like picturing what I want the next phase of my life to look like, and I think that I'm realizing how important it is for me to stop and look around and be like, wow, I've made it here. Like, that's such a beautiful thing, and like give myself flowers for that. And yeah, just notice how far you've come. Even if you've got further to go, you've still been making progress, and that's absolutely beautiful, and I'm very proud of you. Sorry.
She means business.
just watching the video of Sha'Carri Richardson winning the 100-meter US title. I'm not really like a sports person, like I don't really watch sports, but there's something about watching track, like watching people run and watching them win and seeing them afterwards. It makes me so emotional. Morning guys, hello. Oh, I'm tired. It is 8 AM. I'm gonna go to the gym and then I'm gonna go to a cafe to get some work done because I cannot be in my room for any longer. Yesterday I was in my room doing work and then I started feeling really just like flat and anxious, and then I just lied in bed for the whole day and it was great. But I feel like I just can't be in there today. You know, when you're just in the same space and it's just, it starts to piss you off. My room is starting to piss me off. So I'm gonna go to the cafe and do some work. This lighting is awful. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, I woke up feeling just a bit off this morning. And so I meditated, and I haven't been meditating lately because I've been feeling so good. Like I've been feeling great the last, like overall for the past, like maybe the past month I'd wanna say. I don't know, I feel like I started meditating when I was having a really anxious time and wasn't feeling the best. And it really helped me during that time. I feel like it helped, I feel like it helped my sleep quality as well. Like at the moment, I've been getting like 7 to 8 hours sleep, but I just still wake up feeling tired. And I think that when I was meditating, the quality of my sleep was a lot better. Like I was waking up feeling really rested. And so I'm like, I want to try and get back into meditating. So I meditated this morning, as you saw. Anyway, let's go to the gym. Let's go to the gym. Enough talking from me. Let's go. What should we listen to? I've been loving this song, Rose in the Dark by Cleo Sol. There's one specific line that I really like. Stronger, baby. Took a little longer, baby. Tell my younger self to enjoy the ride. Do you know, I'm doing better. That'll be me in a month's time, living overseas, telling myself now, do you know, I'm doing better. Yes. Shower and got ready at the gym. I made a protein smoothie before I left so that I have something to sustain me, because now I'm gonna go to a cafe and do some work, but I'm just tossing up in my mind between two cafes. I'm so indecisive, this is my problem, and then I just sit here like paralyzed in decision making and I don't know what to do. Because one has good food, but at the same time I'm not that hungry because I have my protein smoothie, so I'm like, do I really need to eat? And then I think one might be busier than the other. I don't know, let's see where we end up. Working at that cafe made me realize that I need to get noise cancelling headphones because I think I was sitting really close to the speaker and the bass on the music was so jarring and I just couldn't tune out from it, and I was sitting there the whole time like I got some work done, not everything that I need to get done, but that's okay. I'm gonna go home and finish the rest of it. Some printing done for my scrapbook, so maybe we'll do that this afternoon as well. This is so exciting. I've got so many sheets printed off because I haven't updated my scrapbook since May. So these are all my photos from, not all my photos, but the photos that I like the best from May and June. Also, it's interesting like when I'm selecting the photos because it's just like, it's kind of like a monthly reflection, and I look back and I'm like, wow, a lot really happened that month. Like a lot happened in May for me. It was a very transformative month, it seems. May, we went overseas, cut my hair off, saw friends. Wow, wow. New York, LA, Byron. I had a bit of a breakdown, decided I was moving to London. Like a lot really happened, wow. This is honestly, this makes me so happy. Imagine looking back on photos like from your 20s in like 10 years and just seeing that chapter of your life all documented. I'm really excited for that. It's just such a nice process to reflect and like look back on your photos and remember the times, the good times and the bad times, honestly. I always take photos like when I'm in a shit mood as well, or like if something kind of negative is happening, if I'm like going through something, because I like to look back on those times as well, because I feel like those low times usually like shape the good times ahead. Anyway, I'm not going to do this now because I have work to do, but also I need to meal prep today because tomorrow I'm going back into the office. I have 4 days in the office this week, so we need to meal prep, but I don't know what I want to meal prep. Too many decisions to make today. I'm thinking maybe just like a dal or a curry, like a chickpea curry with rice. I reckon that would be a good idea because I think I have all the ingredients. Let's go and have a look. I do really love working from my desk when I'm not working from here all the time because I can very much control the vibes, like how the music was so off at the other cafe that I went to. I can control the music here. I can light my candle, I can light some incense. Candle and incense. I'm tired. It's bedtime. Good evening, guys. I'm so tired.